our Hamas section. This has really gone viral now because, let's be honest, people fucking see it. And they're like, okay, what the fuck? Like, what the fucking actual fuck is going on over here in Europe? And unfortunately for them, you were looking at a huge wave of people starting to see that it's not the West, it's not Christians, it's not anything, it's these fucking pieces of shit. So, I have so many videos, I'm going to do it quick, I got slides, we're just going to go through it. This is 1 week, this is just one fucking week. So this BBC trying to justify selling a child came out, all right? And This is fucking hard to fucking understand that you could even do this. Selling children to survive Afghan fathers to go makes impossible choices. People correct it. No, because they don't want to work. BBC covered Afghan fathers selling their 5-year-old. They actually had a video, and it's like, it's horrible. Oh, it's so bad.
The Azimi's home, we're suddenly confronted by the devastating impact. He calls for his daughters. Rukia and Ruhila are twins. They're 7. Abdul is eager to explain why he's making unbearable choices.
It's not a choice. It's a fucking culture. It's what they do. It's handmade, man. And they don't want to cover it. Then they don't want to cover this. This is a Christian. And you'll hear from Hassan Piker. You'll hear from all of them. Well, really no Christians being killed. It's all bullshit. I don't know. This lady is a Christian. They seized my baby and sliced him in 2 with a knife. My second child woke up. They split his head with a machete. This, you can say it's not happening. It's fucking happening. All over the fucking world. There's only one genocide going on. Christians. It's not Muslims. It's not Islamists. It's not Jews. It is Christians. Tens of thousands a year. And then you have Norway, and of all fucking places, I didn't think they were dumb as fuck. This is a PSA.
Unique Scandinavian thing. We're no better
than our Viking ancestors. Now, Viking ancestors.
Black. He's black. This literally is every PSA is made by the Democrat Party in Europe. And that's why they love Europe so bad. It's just so fucking bad. It's so fucking bad. Oh God, it's just so bad. I am just shocked by all the PSAs. Go fuck people. Like, you need to fuck somebody. This is an Islamist. He was killed 2013. You never heard about it. Fusilier, she was on guard. He got murdered. Nobody gives a fuck. Militant stoned death Somalia, rape victim, 13. Said she was raped. Well, that's adultery. We stone her. That's fucking biblical, yo. Those people killed. All those people are white. They got killed in Europe. Nobody gives a fuck. Nobody cares. You go in America. Harleen Dimon, I don't have this one. To summarize the event evening, the mob came to a synagogue, forced a Jewish daycare to close early, came with Hezbollah flag, cheered for the Intifada, and said, we don't want no Zionists here. That was in America. That's not Europe. That's America. That's America. Sentenced to death for converting. The Pope just honored her executioner. Pope Benedict the whatever the fuck intervened to save Maria Arana's life after Iran sentenced her to death for converting to Christianity. Pope The 14th just bestowed a special honor on Iranian ambassador, Holy See, has brought shame upon the Christian world. Mehdi Hassan. There are no Christian genocides happening. Nobody actually believes that. Remember, he is a good person, you are garbage. He is a good person, you are garbage. 52,000 Christians have been killed in Nigeria since 2009. 4,118 Nigerian Christians were killed, representing 82% of global total in 2024. It's not just ruthless assassinations, it's also maiming, abductions, also most of all, gang rape. Rape is used by Islamists as a humiliation ritual to devastate communities. Hello, Hamas. Islamists have burned over 18,000 churches, 5,000 Christian homes, and 2,000 Christian schools in Nigeria. In Sudan, the situation for Christians isn't much different from Nigeria. The Muslim Brotherhood-backed Sudanese Armed Forces, SAF, view Christians as their ideological enemy. Most Sudanese Christians live in the Nubian Mountains, where residents report frequent bombings of villages and churches. The Sudanese Armed Forces use celebrations when they know Christians will be gathered together. Last year, 11 Sudanese Christians were killed and 18 other injured as they took part in a procession on Christmas Day. These are not accidental strikes through Sudan's war, but targeted attacks, and the list goes on. And Mali, Soban, 35 people, 24 children in 2019. But our media doesn't report this. Why would we report this? It goes against the script. I put this in the Hamas because they're part of this. 40 U.S. activists investigated Hassan Piker Co-Peak are now under subpoena. Hassan Piker and Co-Peak co-founder Media Benjamin were subpoenaed over their involvement in pro-Cuban activist convoy. The activist trip included roughly 650 delegates from 33 countries and 120 organizations. I stand with Cuba. And what the indictment is about, why are you not shutting? Is did they actually take stuff? Here is Hassan Piker, not Fox News, not Trump, Hassan Piker.
Is not great, okay? I mean, it's bullshit, but still not great that, you know, they're after your boy. They're up my ass.
He got called out this weekend because he talks about everything under the sun, and I have it in our in the TikTok podcast. Will be in that one. How people are putting Asmongold to him. Asmongold, a normal poor motherfucker who still lives like a poor motherfucker, but he's worth probably $10 million. And this fucking piece of shit, which tells you that we all need to be socialists, but he's walking around $10,000 worth of clothes. Yeah, okay. Meet the Hamas masquerading as human rights monitor. Quillette. That's not Fox. The New York Times, okay, we already got that. The NGO and Euromed Human Rights Monitor, registered in Switzerland, funded by undisclosed donors and long considered by Israel to be a Hamas propaganda front. Euromed's founder, Rami Abdou, was photographed with Hamas leader Ismail Haniyeh. In 2012, Israel's Minister of Justice listed him as one of Hamas's main operatives and institution in Europe by 2013. And in case you think this is all just the Jews, those bad Jew people. Don't like the Jews. I'll just do one of them. That's him. That's a bad guy. Euromed's chief communication, Manchali, posted a selfie with the Hamas leader in 2014. The centerpiece allegation that Israeli dogs were trained and raped Palestinian detainees rests on a single witness who made no mentions of an interview, and it comes from Euromed. Thank you. We're moving on. This piece of shit just won't go away. New York Times, this guy is an anti-American piece of shit. Why do we want anti-American people? No, get away. They were passing her around, and after they finished, they shot her. The true scale of Hamas sexual violence revealed. That's a mother. Meet the Texas Democrat who wants internment camps for Zionists. That's kind of anti-Semitic. The Jews. God, you people are fucking pieces of shit. How do you fucking... Man, where do you get... it used to be righties. Like, white supremacists. But now the left is like way more. I mean, they just said, fuck it, hold my beer. We're going all in. Maureen Galato wants to make one thing clear. She never said she would put Jews in internment camps. No, I said I want to put billionaire American Zionists. What's the fucking difference, Dick? The Taliban just legalized selling 9-year-olds. Last week, Afghanistan published a decree stating that girls' silent count is consent to marriage. This is 2017. Killed by Islamist bomber alongside her mother and sister at attending a Ariana Grande concert. Yeah, that's Europe. Jewish doctor drops bombshell testimony on anti-Israel activism inside American hospitals. Are you surprised? I'm not. They filmed everything. They wanted the world to see what they did to her. Richard Loke, mother of Shani Loke, barbarically murdered by Hamas terrorists at the Nova Festival. A mutilated, partially naked body was then kidnapped to Gaza, where civilians cheered and spit on her. Those are great people. Here's a piece of shit from India, came in America, went to a Native American grave site, and vandalized the shit. And then guess what? The media didn't cover it because he's brown. Just like we don't cover when they rape people, when they fucking DUI murder people, when all this shit goes bad, they just bury it. It's the bias of omission. This is what I talk about all the time on the show because it just keeps happening and the media doesn't cover it because they don't cover it. There it is. Your suicidal empathy. To teach Israel how to make peace, Pipa Baca, the leftist Italian, decided in 2004 to hitchhike from Turkey to Israel. She even learned basic Arabic to prove that Islam is not violent. Once she arrived in Turkey, she was gang raped, murdered. She was 33. Yep, that's how it works. 1 in 4 Swedish women will be raped as sexual assault increased 500%. Sweden now has the second highest number of rapes in the world after South Africa, which is 53.2 per 100,000, 6 times higher than the United States. There is a rape every hour in England. I'm going to show it in a second. UNRWA staff took part in October 7 atrocities and held civilian hostages, revealed USAID Inspector General. Now there's 4 more over the 4 I published last week. This was found in a hospital. Why is that in the hospital? Oh, because maybe Hamas is in the hospital. Hamas killed our son October 7th. Now Britain's not safe for us. These poor people. Like son Jake was born and raised in London, but on October 2023, even at the scale of Hamas massacre the day before, it was becoming clear there was people celebrating his murders on the street he once walked. In the months and years since, I have avoided going to central London every time pro-Palestinian brigade gather for demonstrations. I cannot bear to witness them and what they stand for. Long before the recent attacks on Jews on Britain's streets, such horrific scenes of so-called protests should have been evidence enough of our country has been gripped by anti-Semitism. Jake knew long ago the evil was rearing its head. It's always the kids. He saw the writing on the wall and decided to leave the UK for Israel in 2021 when he was 24. He doesn't feel safe in the UK for us. I don't see a future for us, he told me as he left. He was a visionary. He sensed something on yet, his father said. Jake quickly fell in love with Israel and found himself a girlfriend there, but it wasn't all easy. He was working harder than he ever had before, turning his hand at carpeting and a variety of odd jobs, including security guard. That's how he ended up at the Nova Festival and was murdered. Swiss woman marries Muslim man and goes through Sharia hell. He controlled everything, locked me up, and beat me like the Handmaid's Tale. But no, we're not going to talk about that. 11 swastikas in Queens. No, that's not in America, Tony. We don't have that problem. Germany's going back. They're going back. 78% have said this has failed. This has failed. The Wilhelm sculptor that once defined Germany has officially collapsed under the weight of reality. A new survey by Deutschland Trend has revealed a staggering 78% of Germans believe the asylum seekers and refugees are failing to integrate into both society. And that's the point. Boom! Every hour a rape. It's all over Europe and it's in America, but we don't publish it because why the fuck would we? Why would we do that? It doesn't fit. It doesn't work for us. Little report the other day, 9-year-old girl, and I got the picture, but I don't know where it went. 9-year-old girl bleeds to death on her wedding night after being fucked to death by an Arab man. But no, it's America. No, American women are treated like shit. They're handmaids. We have close to one reported rate an hour that are usually false. That's our country. Women use it as a cudgel, whereas overseas, it's real. So now I'm going to play. This stuff is going to, it's people admitting they rape motherfuckers. These are politicians coming out finally and fighting this shit. It's bad.